spooky rewards, limited time events, and the World of Warcraft 30th Anniversary Direct. Here's what's going on in the World of Warcraft from October 29th through November 4th. Welcome back to the Weekly Grind with Bean. Grab a cup of coffee and let's start the week off right. Blizzard has announced the Warcraft 30th Anniversary Direct, streaming on November 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. Expect deep dives into Hearthstone, Warcraft Rumble, World of Warcraft, and maybe even the classic RTS side of Warcraft. Viewers will be able to earn some type of in-game rewards, and afterwards, enjoy a special live musical performance. Seems like Blizzard has taken a page out of Nintendo's book with the Direct moniker, but I am excited to see what they have in store for us. I'm hoping to get a new roadmap for the upcoming year, now that we're all caught up with the last one. Let me know in the comments what announcements you're hoping to hear, whether it's player housing, a Warcraft series, or maybe even a new Warcraft RTS. In celebration of the 20th anniversary, Blizzard has added the reigns of the Trader's Gilded Brutosaur to the in-game shop for $90. That's right, for $90 you can get a Brutosaur with an auction house and mail service. Because nothing says financial responsibility like spending real money to manage your fake money more efficiently. This massive mount will be available for purchase in the shop until January 6th, 2025. Hopefully this is enough time for us to talk ourselves out of buying it before it's gone. In the 11.0.5 patch, Blizzard has sneakily introduced a fantastic quality of life update for raid collectors. Raid skip quests are now account-wide. This means that once you've completed a raid skip quest on any character within your warband, all your other characters will have access to that skip. This update applies retroactively to raids dating back to Warlords of Draenor. For those who don't know, skips allow you to skip directly to the later parts of raids without needing to fight through all the earlier bosses. This is obviously quite useful for collectors, farming mounts, cosmetics, and other rare drops from the end of raid bosses that typically have the really good stuff. Between this and all the recent Warband transmog changes, there's never been a better time to hunt down all the transmog your heart desires. There's nothing better than finding the perfect transmog for your favorite character. A fantastic new documentary has released on Netflix covering Matz Steen, a Norwegian gamer who lived with Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy. It details how Matz found solace and connection in the virtual World of Warcraft. Despite his physical limitations, Matz became an active and beloved member of the online community, spending countless hours as his in-game character Ibelin. Through this digital realm, Matz was able to transcend the barriers imposed by his condition, forming deep and meaningful relationships with people across the world. Fair warning, this one will tug at your heartstrings, so have some tissues ready. Blizzard has introduced the Revan Pack to go along with the release of the documentary. Available in both modern and classic WoW, this includes Revan, a cute fox companion. Modern WoW players also get Revan's Comfy Carrier, which is a transmog backpack with a sleeping Revan. 100% of sales go to CureDechenne, a nonprofit funding research and providing support to those impacted by Duchenne Muscular Dystrophy. This is kind of the opposite of the Trader's Gilded Brutosaur. Next we have the Day of the Dead, which is a brief in-game festival inspired by the Mexican holiday of the same name. Running from November 1st to November 3rd, this holiday provides players with special quests, achievements, and limited-time transmog and pet rewards. Notably offers the Dead Man's Party achievement, which can only be earned during the event. To participate in the Day of the Dead festivities, players must visit a graveyard in any capital city and locate Katrina, a key NPC modeled after the traditional Calavera Katrina. Dance with Katrina to earn the Dead Man's Party achievement and receive the Honor the Dead buff, which transforms players into either Katrina or her male counterpart Chapman for 12 hours. Go ahead and do some grocery shopping for simple flour and ice cold milk before heading to the graveyard, which will save you some time when completing the event quest. The primary quest for the event is the Grateful Dead, which can only be completed once per character. To access the quest, purchase an orange marigold or bouquet of orange marigolds from Chapman. These items allow you to see the spirits at the graveyards. Spirits will request an offering of Bread of the Dead, which requires a cooking skill of 1 and the recipe purchased from Chapman. You'll need the simple flour and ice cold milk to bake it. Upon completing the quest, players will receive an undead maraca-shaking skeleton pet called Macabre Marionette. He's here to cha-cha his way through battles and probably make your other pets feel inadequate with his dance moves. moves. Here are the achievements associated with the Day of the Dead. Take note that the Defeat Contenders achievements do not need to be completed during the event itself, but the contender outfits must be purchased during the event. There are 5 unique contender outfits that can be purchased from Chapman for 100 coins each. These outfits grant temporary abilities during duels with other contenders and are now categorized as toys. Chapman also sells various holiday-themed items such as candy skulls, spirit candles, and the transmogable whimsical skull mask. Enjoy this brief but festive holiday to honor the memory of companions and gather some rare time-limited items. This year, Hallow's End has some cool new transmog stuff to chase, as well as 18 new candy buckets to loot throughout Khazalgar. Visit innkeepers in various towns and cities to loot tricky treats, candy with fun effects, and masks. You can also trick them, resulting in a fun disguise or minor curse. Make sure to queue for a dungeon encounter against the Headless Horseman daily for a chance at 584 eye-level gear, pieces of the patched Harvest Golem transmog set, the Horseman's sword, hood, and horse, the magic broom mount, Arphis, the sinister squashling, the hollowed helm cosmetic, or the Windborn Velocidrake Hallow's End armor. Participate in the burning of the Wickerman effigies in Undercity for the Horde and Stormwind for the Alliance. This will grant you a plus 10% XP and rep buff that will stack with the other XP and rep buffs from the 20th anniversary celebration. So it continues to be a great time to level alts and grind rep with the help of these buffs. The Hallow's End event has a lot more going on than the Day of the Dead, so to keep it simple, I'd suggest at least running the Headless Horseman encounter once a day, collecting tricky treats so you can spend them on the toys, pets, and transmog at the vendors that you care about, and you can also track the Hallow's End achievements that you're interested in completing. We're also now in our second week of the 20th anniversary celebration event, so I thought I would break down your weekly available bronze celebration tokens to help you maximize your token collection. There are several quests that only reward tokens on their first completion. You probably knocked these out last week, but if not, here they are. Weekly activities in Khazalgar will grant 18 tokens in total for the first completion per week. In Teneris, players can complete activities for additional 18 tokens per week. Don't forget that after earning your first 100 tokens, that they will become farmable from repeatable activities. So the first few weeks will be time gated, but afterwards you get to decide how much and how fast you want to grind. The event lasts until January 6th, so there's still plenty of time. With WoW's 20th anniversary underway, completion is aiming to collect every classic time walking reward. We'll need a total of 34,385 Timewarped badges, at least according to WoWhead. Here's a small breakdown of that. Blizzard has also rolled out some hotfixes for the Blackrock Depths Anniversary Raid, responding to concerns from players who found the raid more challenging than expected. These hotfixes primarily focus on adjusting the difficulty, especially for smaller group sizes. And now for our weekly grind. There's so much going on this week with the anniversary event, Hallow's End, Day of the Dead, and the anticipation of potential announcements we could be getting in the Warcraft Direct. Remember that this is a game and not a job, so don't worry about not being able to get everything, and just focus on what is important and fun for you. For this week's grind, I'm still going to be working towards my 100 bronze celebration tokens so that I can grab some tier 2 sets and gain the ability to farm tokens through repeatable activities. Next, I'm going to be stacking those juicy XP buffs from the events to get my Drakthir Warlock to max level. I'll be primarily leveling through the classic time walking dungeons since they queue up pretty quick and offer good XP. They also are a good way to get extra time walking badges for the goodies in the event. If you're really looking to optimize your leveling experience, I would mark November 3rd through November 8th on your calendars, where we'll have the opportunity to have a plus 85% XP buff. You'll have 10% from the WoW Anniversary, 10% from the Blessings of the Bronze Dragonflight, 25% from the Warband Mentors, 10% from War Mode, 10% from Hallow's End, 10% from the Dark Moon Fair buff, and 10% from the Drought of 10 Lands, which can only be used by characters that are under level 50. I'll also be dabbling in the Day of the Dead and the Hallow's End events. Probably knock out all of the Day of the Dead stuff except for the achievements, which can be earned throughout the year as long as you have the outfits that you purchased during the event. For Hallow's End, I'll be making sure to run my daily Horseman encounters and targeting specific stuff like pets and transmog rewards that I'm interested in. As always, my guild raids on Friday nights and pushes Mythic Plus on Saturday nights. It may not always run smoothly, but we have a good time, so feel free to join us on raid nights as a member of the party, or you can maybe catch us live pushing keys with our smaller group. For the PvP lovers, we have Arena Skirmisher active this week that grants extra honor for competing in arena matches and the Arathi Blizzard PvP Brawl. Don't forget to have some fun in Korak's Revenge Battleground as well for extra Timewarped badges. And finally, we have our weekly chores. I will make an effort to knock out all the weekly stuff that still gives me good rewards. It's actually nice because some of the stuff I was doing before that had become less rewarding is now giving me another source of bronze celebration tokens. If you enjoy the weekly grind, please like, comment, subscribe to help support the channel so that I can justify spending all my free time researching and writing about WoW instead of actually playing like I want to. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. Catch you next week.